Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about a couple of creators I'm in some beef with, actually. Crazy. I did a video about this lady called Amy Jo Jackson, how she was being threatened with pictures of her kids, and she's just like, and then she went and posted her kids again. She got deeply mad that I said she had halitosis. So we're gonna talk about that. Also, I just re-released a video of Family of Nomads, and the reason I re-released that is because the daughter who I was talking about in the original video, reached out to me and told me to delete it. We had a conversation and I deleted it, and now she's rehashing it. Seems like a weird way to get some privacy that you were looking for, so let's talk about it. Okay, so on the odd occasion, I get into some beef with some creators on the internet, and that's kind of, it's okay. That's what we do here. I like to get into beef and conversations with people. Sometimes they end up really, really well, and sometimes they don't. And that's just the way it is. I do reach out. If a creator reaches out to me, I will speak to them. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Recently, I had a conversation with, what's his name? Fish Fam? Kyler from Fish Fam, and he agreed to fight me or have a battle of the bands or whatever we wanted to do. And so maybe we'll do that. But we had a good conversation, actually. But when it comes to people like this person here, and he was Keebler Masked. But when it comes to Family of Nomads, the video I did about the Family of Nomads, the daughter had a video that she posted on TikTok, which I used because it's fair use and you're allowed to use it. And I think it was one of my most important videos because the mother was really, really talking about how she wasn't, if her kids didn't want to be here, she wouldn't do it. And then she came out and basically said the opposite. And she posted it on the internet, right? And then she reached out to me and said, can you take it down? And I said, hey, you know what? Let's have a conversation about this. And you can go watch her video. We're going to watch it right now, actually. She'd already been seeking me out in the internet everywhere. She said she messaged me. She inboxed me. She's commenting on everything I didn't see. And I get lots of messages, right? And so she was already upset. Okay. And so in the end, I said, hey, look, I'll just make it members only so it's not available to the public, right? Because she was worried about her future career, right? And putting this video on the internet. And so I get it. She was probably 17 at the time when she made the video. She's 18 now, and she regrets putting it on the internet. And that's totally understandable, right? So I took it down. Eventually we had a conversation. I'm like, hey, look, I'll just make it private, right? I want to have it on my account. If I delete it, then it deletes like 100,000 views off my channel. I'll make it private. No one can ever see it. She wasn't happy with that. And she kept going back and forth with me. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. It really doesn't matter. So I deleted the video. Walk away, right? She gets her privacy. She gets what she wants. I deleted the video because it's what she asked for. I honored that, right? And in between, I was just like, okay, it doesn't seem like it matters if it's members only. Okay, I understand that. If someone becomes a member one day and then they end up being your boss, okay. The chances are 1 in a trillion, but okay, I understand that, right? So eventually I said, you know what, you're right. I was just probably having a bad day, and I was having a conversation back and forth with a bunch of people, and I was like, you know what, you're right. I'll delete it, no problem. And then I'm like, we walk away, and she gets what she wants, right? And I delete the entire video, which I think this family needs to be called out. So then she goes on TikTok and does this video, which we'll watch together. And I'm not snarking on her, everybody. I just want you guys to watch this because I think she's a sweet girl. I think she has decent intentions, I guess. For someone who hated being on social media, she's back on social media. But here's the thing. It's odd that you want all this privacy and you want all these things, and that's fine. I understand that. But then why would you rehash this for a little bit of drama on TikTok? It doesn't even get you that many views. But we're going to read the comments. We're going to read some of the comments that I got from her followers and some harassment that I received because that's what she was looking for. So let's look at it.
So I actually got asked a question about the Dad Challenge podcast. That was unfortunately the one we mentioned in my first video. Pretty much making videos about my family without permission. And this is...
I'll stop you there first, Addison. I don't need your permission to make videos about your family. Okay, your mother put it out there. Now, did you make a video about your mother making videos without your permission? I don't need the permission of these people. And here is the thing that really, really got me about this, because if I comply with these types of things privately, okay, cool. But if it gets out there that these kids are like, reaching out to me, be like, hey, can you remove all the videos about me? And I have a heart for that, right? But how do I now know that the parents aren't mobilizing their kids to come and do that? Or they're speaking on their kids' behalves? How do I know that I was even speaking to her? Well, I know that because she made the video. But you know what I mean? Like, I have to be really careful with what I do because Now the parents are like, oh, well, that works. Well, now I'm going to act like my child, or I'm going to force my kid to go to him and beg him to do this. So I just got to be really careful. In the end here, it's kind of low-level journalism at the same time. A lot of people are like, secondary exploitation, you're re-exploiting, you're double exploit. It's just like the news. It's like anybody covering any story on the internet. We exist in the internet. We get to comment on the internet. That's like saying people commenting on the videos are doing the same thing. It's just the way this works. I call out child exploiters. That's it. If you don't want me to call you out, don't put your f***ing kids on the internet. How about that? No one ever says that, right? The haters don't say that. They're just like, he's bad. Well, what about them? Are they too? Anyway, it pisses me off. That's a stupid logic, and I hate it, and I hate having to keep answering to it. It's so stupid. Anyway, and so for someone who wants privacy and is worried about her future career and everything else, and I understand that, why would you rehash a private conversation that we had in DMs? It doesn't make any sense to me. So clearly you just hated me, and that is what it is. Or your mother said, hey, try to get Josh to take that video down. That's what I'm thinking happened here.
This is my experience trying to take the video down that he posted about my family. Hey, this is Addison. I do not know if you remember the video you made about my situation. It was very thoughtful and I appreciate the concern, but I really like for it to be taken down. This is not my mom's decision, and in fact, I do not live with her anymore.
So that's when that kind of popped up in the conversation. I'm like, you didn't have to say that, but you're like, this is not my mom's decision. That's what sounds like her mom was like, say it wasn't my decision. That's what it sounds like to me. So I have to be really, really careful.
I'm more so worried about potential employers finding the video and seeing me differently. This is a high chance of causing problems later in life. Thank you.
And I understood that.
And then I went along and I was like, hey, I don't know if you've been posting stories, but he was not responding. And then I went and emailed him this and just pretty much saying, can you please respond to me? Let you give you guys a second. Can you pause it? But he was not responding, so I went ahead and
I barely checked that email. I barely check it.
Commented. I love Onzo is the account that I messaged on.
And she's blocked me since then. So again, you're gonna block me, do all these things, and then make a video about me? This is the only way I get to respond then.
This is the account that is currently deleted. I was like, hey, you've been posting since I messaged you. And though somebody actually commented and they were like, hey, look at her video. Look at her comment. So he finally responded and said, hey, sorry, you're in my other messages folder. Which video? I'm the oldest daughter of the family nomads, Addison. And then this is when it gets really weird. Can you link me to the video? I have thousands. Sorry. It's like, why do you have that many videos? You cannot care about that many kids.
In the end, everybody really hyper focuses on like, Josh, you're the protector of kids. I'm not. I'm a caller out of their parents. Okay, and if the byproduct is that they get scared of me calling them out and they take their kids off, so be it. I'm not a guy who's standing here with the cape saying, protector of children. That's not what I say I do. I've never said that. I said we call out the parents. We hold them accountable, right? I justice for the kids, sure, but I'm not a protector of these kids. There's nothing I can do except for call their parents. So, like, I can't go there and be like, CPS, take these kids out. I can't do any of that. So when these people say that's them deflecting, right? And that she's getting this from my Reddit thread because she's all over my Reddit thread, I found out.
Kids. Of course, I just have to find it. Give me a second. Yep. There's the video that he did. Mm-hmm. I just want to go ahead and say, after a lot of arguing, it's now deleted, so you will not be able to find it anywhere, hopefully. Then he goes on and says it's set to members only, which is, I said delete it, please, not...
Again, you're not my real dad. I don't... like, she's got a little bit of the, and I understand that. She's like, I said to do this. I'm like, okay, well, let's have a little respect for each other. I said I made it members only, which is not available to the public. Okay, so I did that right off the top instantly. Right? Not good enough. Okay, understood. But she's like, I told him to do this. I'm like, okay. That's why she's misrepresenting my tone in this, and then this is her tone. So I was representing her tone as she was being nice, but this is what she was acting like on the other side, by the way.
Members only. So you're pretty much making money off of my video. That's probably even worse. Do I mention your name and show you in this video so I can fix all that? How do you not remember? Like you were saying you were going to get me a lawyer, feeling so passionate about my family situation, you don't even remember my name.
I do a lot of videos. I have ADHD. I don't remember the video I did yesterday. If you jog my memory, I'll be like, oh, okay. You gotta jog my memory. I'm sorry. I'm old.
He says, I said, yes, I'm very surprised you don't remember this at all because you seem to care so strongly about my situation.
And this was like literally months and months and months and months after the video.
Really?
It wasn't like the video was posted yesterday and she messaged me the next day. This was months later.
If this is taken down everywhere, this is the only platform it is on. And this is where it gets crazy. I just want to say I was recently diagnosed with ADHD. This is no excuse. No excuse at all. I have well over 1,000 videos. I hardly remember what I posted yesterday. It's my ADHD brain.
It's true. People with their ADHD know what I'm saying. I'm not lying. That's who I am. I'm sorry that I'm weak in that area. There's literally nothing I can do about my memory. I wish I could. I wish I had an amazing memory of everything I've ever said and everything I've ever done. I wish. But if you jog my memory to the video about what I said, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's how my brain works. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I understand, but someone with ill intentions or someone who's even mean harm can still become a member and find my video. It is not impossible. I'm looking out for myself. Mm-hmm. And at this time was not diagnosed with ADHD. This is a very recent thing, and so I always knew. I mean, I've always had a lot of, I know about mental illness. This is not an excuse.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Sure, I get it. Is my video the only video out there that exists with you in it? Did your mom delete everything? So he was trying to, go get under some, feelings of mine. He was trying to...
No, I wasn't trying to get into your feelings. I was like, hey, did your mom delete all the videos of you? Just wondering, just checking. Again, I made it members only instantly when she asked. So it was not available to the public overall, right after the top. Just want to say that. And then I'm like, she's here talking to me. I'm like, to get some more information. So you see you're not with your mom. Did you get her to delete all the videos of you? Is basically what I'm asking. Is all that gone? And I'm not saying it's hinging, it's dependent on me doing it. I'm just asking, right? So I'm like, hey, it'd be cool to understand this. You're a kid from the family vlogger. Did your mom do all that? Did you ask her to do that?
Trying to attack me in the ways he knows would hurt.
That's really weird because that's not at all what I was saying at all. And again, this is why DMs are really, really hard. You can't decipher what I'm saying on the other side. I can't decipher what she's saying or thinking, right? You just have to read it. I'm like, I attacked you to get under your skin by asking if your mom deleted the videos.
And I'm sure, but I'm someone who knows a lot about mental health. Trust me on that. ADHD can definitely cause some of that, but no, is no excuse. No mental health disorder is.
We're focusing on the wrong thing here. Sorry that you think that I'm not having that experience. I will reverse it then for you.
Now, is the only video existing of my video that I made is already gone. So that's the video that I had actually made before that is deleted, gone. Now, I don't know if any of y'all know about that video, but he had put it in his video just to bash my parents.
I didn't put, well, yeah, she's right, to snark on her mom. So her mom was like, my kids don't have to be in videos. And then literally her video was like, my mom's lying, which is a really, really important video. If you think about what I talk about here, it's very rare that we get these kids out there saying things. And so when the mom says something and lies and the kid completely says, my mom is a liar, I'm going to cover that. That's really, really important to my channel.
I'm sure somebody screen recorded it.
And then I said, right there, I'm sure someone screen recorded it. I think there's no way to get access to it, opposed to a video still being in the internet. I enlisted it. Took it off. Can't get it.
But I think there's no way to get access to it.
And then she's talking too slow. I can never make my mom delete my videos. Our relationship is so poor. I do not want to attempt and disrupt the little piece that there is.
Posing to a video still being on the internet. I enlisted it. And I can never make my mom my video, and being a victim of child exploitation will affect you.
But let me ask you,
going forward, is it just you wanting to be gone from the internet? That is nuts.
Why is that nuts? I'm asking, why is that nuts? But let me ask you again, I have her attention. I'm going to ask her questions. I think it's important. She's here reaching out to me. I didn't reach out to her. We're having a conversation. I said, but let me ask you, do you think being a victim of child abuse will affect you going forward, or is it just you want to be gone from the internet? That's a valid question. Like, I think it's really important for me, for my channel, right? If the answer is I want to be gone from the internet, boom, no problem, right? But then she, again, I don't think it is wanting to be gone from the internet, because she starts Wife Beater 2.0 as her channel, which is a weird name, I'm sorry, and then airs out our private conversation. So it's definitely not about privacy on the internet. Like, it's definitely not. Can we be real?
Or is it just you wanting to be gone from the internet? That is nuts. Why would you say that? So, I mean, it just gets out of hand. I'm like saying I'm focusing on colleges, not wanting to find my video and, take it the wrong way. Okay, makes sense. Well, just so you're aware, you can file privacy complaints on YouTube. As long as you can prove it is you can have any video of you removed. It takes a little work, but it will work. I mean, you can take your videos off the internet without blah, blah, blah. I can't see it.
Again, I'm just being nice. I'm like, hey, if you want those videos off because you said you can't even talk to your mom, here's how you do it. And she's mad about me giving her advice about how to get it off the internet. I'm kind of feeling it out. Like, I'm like, hey, well, maybe you don't want them off. So why coming at me? Right? I guess I think in the end it's because she made a video where she completely regretted calling her mom out. And for whatever reason, maybe she's scared of her mom. I don't know. And I understand that, right? And so, but in the end, I'm just like, hey, look, if you want them gone, I'm just giving her advice. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, can't say because of the record button, but I think he's off of your mother's channel without even asking. I mean, why doesn't he want to take my video down? I don't know.
And by the way, at this point, it was members only, then unlisted in a matter of 2 minutes. So it's not like I was like, F you, I'm keeping it live, F off. No, it was instantly, the moment she asked, members only, which is not available to the public, then unlisted, literally within 2 minutes. She's making it sound like we talked for a month.
I don't know why this is such a hard thing. I don't know why he can't.
Kids, man, kids.
Can't take the video down. I don't know why it's such a big deal, because he makes money from these videos. He makes money exploiting the children who are being exploited. This is where it's like, sorry, I won't delete any of my catalog. Your promise is to stay enlisted and never be public again. I hope you can agree on that. No one can see it.
I think that's reasonable. No? Is that not reasonable? I can promise you in this DM that I will not make this unlisted. It is now forever unlisted. Because again, when you delete videos, it messes with your algorithm. So, I'm sorry, it does.
Delete it off my computer, so I need a record of it somewhere. Why do you need a record?
It wasn't deleted off my computer. Actually, it was on a hard drive that I found, which is awesome.
For money purposes. Again, you have my word that it will stay unlisted. I hope you can file those privacy complaints and get your other videos removed. It's a powerful tool. I cannot agree. It says here that it can still be viewed. And then it's like, he goes on to say, only if you need the link, because it's a mother of what your record did. And that's...
Yeah, it's a record of what your mother did, and that's important for my records in case I ever need to call her out again. I think that's also reasonable.
It's important for my records in case I ever need to call her out again. You don't need this on your records. You don't need this in your computer.
Again, you don't get to tell me what I need and need not to do. Here's what you didn't need to do. Leak our private conversations on TikTok. You didn't need to do that. Maybe you say I didn't need to do this. Let's agree. Like, I'm not trying to be snarky here. I'm just like, it's not our business, and why did you post it for the public to consume it? Why are you posting this if it's nobody's business, right? Like, I'm just trying to educate here, Addison. It's nobody's business, but then you made it people's business. You posted the video that I freely got and used because you posted it, right? Which was calling out your mother. Then I deleted it, like you asked. And then you were like, cool, privacy is here. And then you did this. I don't get it.
And then I'm just like, please take it down. I'm very worried right now. If we want to bring mental health into this, I'm extremely anxious right now, and I have to start a new job tomorrow very early, and this is not helping. Shout out to cafe I work at. You do not need to make another video on her. I'm telling you to take the already existing one down. I don't know why you would do it again.
Again, you don't get to... I'm sorry. You don't get to tell me what I can and can't do. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be told what to do.
And then he goes on to just say all this stuff, and it's like...
Thank you for understanding regarding the content in question. I've already taken the step to make it unlisted, which I believe addresses the concerns while preserving the integrity of my channel's historical content. Deleting it would not align with my commitment to trans. I just had to give her something like that was like, because at this point I know she's just searching for drama. I know it. And so I'm like, okay, show this, because this is the most important thing. Deleting it would not align with my commitment to transparency and the value I place in open discourse. I appreciate your perspective, but feel this is the best course of action. You can rest assured it will not be made public. That's not good enough for her, right? Not good enough.
I don't really know what his problem is at this point.
My actions have made it so both of us get what we want. I'm happy.
He's stressing me out. I'm done.
So then walk away. You didn't have to approach me. If you don't like my conversation, block me and walk away. Right? I mean, I'm not responsible for you. You're responsible for you. You're an adult now. You can walk away. Okay? I did what you asked, and you just were not having it. Okay? And as a human, I'm like, okay, look, I've done what you've asked. We both got what we want here. I keep it for my records. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Nope, not having it.
Conversation be over with. You can read it.
My actions have made it so both of us get what we were looking for. I'm happy to make it not available to the public and never once push back.
2 seconds. My actions have made it so both of us
to make it visible to public.
Let's get what we were looking for. I'm happy to make it available to the public.
Yes, we both got what we were looking for. It's not available to the public anymore, and I get to keep it in my records. That's what I meant to say there. And she's very upset about that. Like, what do you mean? I told you to do this specific thing. You better do it. I guess this is the reality of being raised the way she was. I blame her mother for this, by the way. This is not her fault.
Let's push back on your quest to make it invisible to the public. I don't know what to say, as I am a minor. You should 100% be taking my perspective and my perspective alone into consideration. This is not a matter of getting what we both want. This is a matter of my future. If you care so much about, I can't say that word, calling her out, why are you not listening to the child herself that you were defending? And he's still arguing. You know what? You're right. It's not a big deal to make it private. If that
Because at this point, I'm like, okay, you know what? F off. You're right. It's not that big of a deal. You're right. And they deleted it.
Hopes you're doing it, I'll be happy to. Can you please delete it? It's gone. Deleted. Oh my gosh. And shout out Miss Ashley.
Again, 5-minute conversation. This is like 5 minutes. She makes it sound like it was an ordeal, that she had to climb a mountain and take a flight and do, call the police. And like, it was literally 5 minutes.
For helping me figure out if it's actually deleted, because you just kind of post a link into YouTube. If it says it's unavailable, it's gone. So I actually had to do that, just double check, make sure it's deleted. But it was after all this argument, it was finally deleted. And he wouldn't send proof or anything, so I asked.
Proof of deleting? Here, it's air. I don't know how to, anyway, I said, I have complied with what you have asked for. It is deleted. You can see it by clicking the link. I wish you all the best going forward. I will not be continuing this conversation again. All the best.
Asked and all that. So thank you, Miss Ashley, for helping me out. So, moral of the story, do not trust everything you see on the internet, because
that's the only right thing she has said here. Do not trust everything you see on the internet, because you see this video of them going through their RV and so much space here. Look at this cubicle she sleeps in. Do not trust anything you see on the internet when it comes to these people.
I always thought it was weird how he's shirtless in half of his videos. Do you ever think that's weird while he's talking about children? But I don't know. Hopefully
that is what got me the most out of this whole thing. I always thought it was weird that he's shirtless in half of his video. What? What in the now I was starting to realize, is it me that you were trying to reach out to? Shirtless in half of my videos when I'm talking about children? What the That's what I was like. And then I commented, I'm like, what do you mean I'm shirtless in half of my videos? Were you meaning to reach out to me, or was someone else doing a video that was shirtless in his video? What? Guys, have you ever seen me be shirtless? No, because I'm a potato. Why would I ever do that? Even if I had ripped abs, I would not do this. Shirtless in half of my videos. The only reason I can think of her saying that is because she's trying to mobilize people after me. She's inferring something here, right? Why is he shirtless in half of his videos when he's talking about children? Why else would you say that? Right? So she's super upset with me, then lies so blatantly about me. You can go watch any of my videos just to tell you I'm not shirtless, and I'm sure you're all glad about that, as I am, okay? The audacity of her to say that, because the reason she did that is because I then got messages like this, okay? Tyson's blanking out the person's name and everything. I'll just read it to you. Imagine telling people to get a life and stop making videos about people when it isn't that what you do. Stop harassing people for your own clicks and views. I seen Addison's video today where she told you to delete the video about her situation, and from my understanding, you still have it up. I don't care if you took out the parts about her. It isn't your story to share. Too bad. Again, make a video about your mother then to take them down. Not me. I have one video about it. Your mom has hundreds. I digress. I said, and here you're harassing me. Odd, that. I'm not harassing you, just telling you what you're doing is wrong, sharing other people's story for your own clicks and views. Minor stories, mind you, then getting hella defensive when someone calls you out. And she did that to mobilize assholes like this, okay? I said, I took her video out of the video. I don't mention her name once. I call out child exploiters. If she's mad, tell her to tell her mom. It's her fault. It's the mom's fault here. This is all the mom's fault. She's laughing all the way to the bank. I said, wait, how old are you? Because I'm not going to engage in conversation with a minor who follows these kids. But then I looked at her picture. She does look like an adult. She asked you to deleted her video. Stay in school. And not take her out of it, respect her wishes. I don't care what she asked me to do. At this point, it's inferred that when you have a private conversation, you don't leak it for drama on the internet. Okay? It's inferred. Okay? So nobody cares about my feelings here. She then leaked our private conversation, which is not cool. So I guess this is where we are. Don't worry, I'll be talking about her now on my channel. I don't take kindly for lies being spread about me, like the shirtless while talking about children thing. That's up. She's an adult now. She has to make grown-up decisions, and leaking private conversations is not cool. You're all about saving these kids. Again, no, I'm not. I'm all about calling out child exploiters. Can we stop saying that I'm all about saving kids? I mean, that would be a great byproduct of what I do. but I call out exploiters. That's literally what I do. I am petty with a purpose. Hurting them any future career they have. How is what I'm doing hurting their future career and not what their parents are doing? It's all my fault, right? This is the thing about my haters that bothers me a little bit, is that it's all my fault. When I cover child exploitation, it's all my fault. Like, put that logic in your brain and smoke it. How is it all my fault? Right? It's all his fault. Secondary exploitation. They're gonna have the worst nothing about the parents putting it up to nothing? No? Just me? Blah, blah, blah. And then she says, once they get on there, because you're doing, because what you are doing, sitting behind a camera with your receding hairline, talking shit for clicks. Again, why do women think that this is like this huge, like, do you think I'm gonna go upstairs and cry because I have male pattern baldness? You think that's, I don't get it. Maybe some men are really, really sad about that and they get hurt when you tell them that they're bald. You gotta stop, because I don't give a shit. Look at Jason Statham, man. And you're also an adult doing the right thing. She posted it after I deleted it. If she's so worried about her career, why post about it? That's good. I think that's a good question. Again, how old are you? You sound naive and ill-educated because you reposted it, even though you took her parts out. You didn't respect her wishes. Again, I respected taking her out and didn't even mention her name once. You don't see her image. You don't see the whole video. All you see is me calling out her mother. Again, she won't tell me what her age is because it's none of my business, apparently. She didn't respect my wishes and leak private convos. Nothing on that yet, I see. Anything to say about that? I don't care. Put me in your video. You're a prick who has nothing better to do. So she gave me permission to put this in my video. Talk crap about people for what? To look big and bad. Yes, that's why I call out child exploiters. To look big and bad. Also, you never told her don't show anyone this convo, so therefore she did nothing wrong. I mean, I got her point. I didn't say, please don't leak this private conversation. I just assume private conversations for someone who wants privacy on the internet probably wouldn't do that, right? My bad for assuming that. She wanted privacy. I deleted the video. Then she rehashed it by calling me out and lying. That's a weird way to want privacy, blah, blah. Anyway, she says, I bet you don't, and then at the end, she just says, I bet you don't even have a real job. Okay. But here, another one here. So here's the comments on Wife Beater 2.0. She says she's going to file a privacy complaint 17 hours ago. I mean, against what? You're not in the video. Your name isn't even mentioned. That would be abusing that feature, by the way, if you're wondering. You can't also abuse features just because you don't like the video content. That's just not how this works. And even in the original video, guys, I didn't show her. I blurred her out completely. So even in the original video, she wasn't her being shown. And she wouldn't have been able to file a privacy complaint. So she files a privacy complaint against my video that she's not even in or mentioned, but won't file privacy complaints about the other videos. So again, I'm starting to see a pattern emerge here about it's just that she wants drama for clicks on TikTok, and that's fine. That's her prerogative.
So I actually got...
Someone says this, I'm sorry, but I side with Josh on this. I watch all his videos. He's always wearing a shirt. Thank you for that. DCB is a dumpster fire of a being with a lot of history, and it will beat mowing popcorn when it finally comes out. Let me read that to you again. My Life Slapstick says, DCP is a dumpster fire of a being with a lot of history, with quotes, and I will beat mowing popcorn when it finally all comes out. Enjoy mowing your popcorn. He's so weird, he re-uploaded it 23 hours ago. Again, nobody's commenting that I took out the entire interview with her in it. Like, the entire thing. And took out every mention of her name. No one's mentioning that. This is someone from Jaywana. I mean, if you exploit your child, or if your parents exploit children, then you're going to be posted. I mean, children can consent to being on social media like that. I'm not saying this did for you, but this can and does cause a lot of mental health and identity issues. Agreed, but he's definitely running a sketchy business. I don't necessarily agree with you on being sketchy business. It's more sketchy to post your minor children and getting clicks and views for your minor children and letting a bunch of PDFs enjoy the content. You can't control who watches that content. Now I would consider that sketchy business. You only consider a sketchy business because you don't like it. Other than that, you would have no problem with it. It's to hold people accountable and stop people from making money off their minor children. Thank you. Thanks for being a voice of reason. Why is it okay for Josh to make money off of it? Again, this is like basically if you don't grow on social media, you don't have a larger voice. By growing, you make more money. It's just a byproduct of growing. It is, okay? It's what it is. If I wanted to just be only about the money, I would just do a Doherty Dozen video every day. Literally. They get the most views on anything ever. And I do one maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Okay? And it's just for comfort snark. Nobody's coming for the new families. If I start emerging a profile of them and doing things, then maybe over time it does, but it's not the reason I do it. Oh, here we go. He posted one 5 hours ago and it's public. I re-uploaded it. You're right, I did. DCP has always bugged me. He's super homophobic. And nobody can ever point out where I'm homophobic. There's a video I did about gay dads one time. So I'm super homophobic. Again, people aren't realizing she's making it sound like we talked over a long period of time, but it wasn't. Like, it starts at 12:22 a.m. her time, I guess, which I think she's in, I don't know where she is. It was late. And then it went on for like literally 5 minutes. This conversation went for 5 minutes, where at the end I deleted the video. And then she had to rehash it because justice. Anyway, there you go, everybody. That's the whole story with this. She wants to leak private conversations. It's again a really weird way to want your privacy, is to call me out. And now she's going to do another video and be like, how dare he? I am just this lowly little person, blah, blah, blah. Then why did you post this if you didn't want me to react to it? So am I allowed to react to it, I guess is the question. Am I allowed to? Now that you made a video about me, calling me out and saying that I'm shirtless while talking about children, again, for the reason to mobilize your weird stands. And a bunch of her stands came to my comment section. I was just like, off. I deleted her out of the video. She's not even in it. Her name is not mentioned. Nobody seems to be mentioning that. She doesn't say anything about that in the comments. She's like, yeah, he deleted everything, but you're not in this. You're not found. You cannot be found. Your image, even though it was blurred, is not in here. Okay, it's completely gone. Every mention of your name has been bleeped out. You are not mentioned. No future boss can find this and be like, hey, is this about you? And even if it was, like, even if a future boss saw it, it's not like what you said was wrong. Everything that you said was right in your video, Addison. Everything was great. You were just standing up for yourself and calling out your mother who lied and exploited you. You think a boss is gonna be like, hey, notice that you were demanding justice for the shit that happened to you or your job. I don't want to hire you. That's really weird. Okay, and again, if it's about privacy, I get that, but it's not, considering you did this video. Welcome to the internet, I guess. Anyway, that's going on. That's what's going on with Addison. And then Amy Jo Jackson, this person I did a video with the other day, gets really upset. I didn't know she had so many followers on TikTok, like 1.4 million. Crazy. So this is Amy Jo Jackson. I did the video, saw it the other day. She blocked me. So again, if you don't want a refresher, she did a video about how a person was reaching out and saying, take off the emojis of your children, or I'm going to use AI and send you to, and people were, honestly up in arms about it, right? She blocked me on Instagram and everything else. But the moment after she posted this video of her walking with her children in bathing suits on the beach, the literally moment after, she gets this video from a creeper. So we're all understandably upset. Everybody is. We're all out there being like, hey, I noticed that after you said that, you keep posting pictures of kids swimming in bathing suits and stuff. Maybe you shouldn't do that? Oh, and she's big mad about that. And then where's the video she made about me? Oh, I need to show you this one because as I was looking for it, she made this video.
It's time to shave and you get to watch. But you gotta wait because I gotta set the angles right because you're not allowed to see that. But since the top is okay to see because that's nothing. That's just skin and hair, but the rest is you ain't got enough.
So this woman who has this face is sitting here be like, it's time to shave my on camera, everybody, but let me get the right angles. And in like images next to images of her children, apparently. And apparently in my comment section, she pulled Akira. She's been advertising the dildos and everything with her kids in her content. So don't like, disgusting. Okay, absolutely disgusting. So here's the video. You have any kid? That's that viral video everybody's doing about this guy. It's this video about a conversation. I can't explain it to you. But anyway, so it's basically, do you have any kids? Yes, I have just one. How many baby daddies? And it's like, I have one kid. So one baby daddy. It's just like this. It's stupid. I don't want to explain it, but basically that's what it is. I see you post your children on social media sometimes. Sometimes, eh? We're going to go see how many sometimes. And before she deleted a bunch, which she did, okay, it wasn't sometimes. It was literally more than half of her content. It's not sometimes. Sometimes is 1 in every 50. That's what I consider sometimes. Yes, sometimes I share photos or allow them to film videos with me and they love it. They love it. You're exploiting them. Anyone who shares their children online is exploiting them. No, that's not what we say. I mean, to a degree, yeah, if you make money off of your children, you're exploiting them. Now, and let me ask you this, Amy Jackson. Do you put your kids in advertisements? And the answer is yes, you do. No, I'm not. I choose to share them, but I'm careful and mindful. No, you're not. They're never forced to film in 98% of my content. Okay, here we go. Open the book. They're never forced to shut the up. Such a stupid damn. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. You did a video where somebody sent you a photo of your daughters that was artificially intelligenced into making them appear like something else, even though you had emojis over them. Okay? And your answer to that was to be like, F you, I'm going to continue to post my daughters in bathing suits. Again, any parent in the world, if that ever happens to them, the first thing you're going to do is take every picture of your child off the internet. You're not going to double down and post more. Okay? Like, go watch my video on Amy Jo Jackson. You're just not. You're a shitty parent for doing it. 98% of my content isn't them. That's an effing lie. More like 45% of the content is her children. I'm saying 45%. I'm telling you 45%. Well, you're ugly and look like you smell. That's true. And you're a junkie. I didn't say you're a junkie. I said don't do meth, not even once. I'm going to insult you because you're a child exploitator. Exploitator. Okay, that wasn't really necessary, but choosing to share your kids doesn't mean you exploit them. It just means you choose to share them publicly. No, it's exploitation. Especially when you have literally been presented with evidence that there's parasocial relations developed. Your kids are on your channel so much, Amy Jo, that a predator was reaching out and saying, can you please remove the emojis so I can have access to them without the emojis? That's how much you show your children. That enough interest has been placed by predators to come watch. So it's not just in passing. You are completely exploiting your children. Again, Amy, I ask you, have your kids appeared in any advertisements with you? Even the ones with TikTok Shop. Have they appeared with them? Right? Do you do dildo advertisements on the same channel you show your children? Do you do that? Okay, just checking, because the answer is yes. I'm going to use your kids in videos, and every other influencer that posts their kids, I'll post the kids in videos too. I'm exploiting them for content to tell you how. Again, people are saying like this argument is so old. It's so stupid. It's not like I'm taking images and videos of your children and commenting on images and videos of your children. Hey, look at these kids. Look at them playing. I'm not. I'm roasting the parents. I'm literally roasting the parents. The kids are never. It's never about the kids. Not really like, let's look at this video with the kids. It's so, again, that's all they have, and it's a huge deflection, and they don't want to answer the real question, right? That's why they do it. Like, I'm gonna use, like, it's like they think I'm just reposting pictures of just their kids for some reason. That's bullshit, man. It's such a cop out too. Get a better argument. She looks like McLovin's mom. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you're not doing the same thing you're accusing me of, because I'm not. I'm calling out the actual exploiters, which is you. Anyway, so then comments are just like, hey, you're a good mom. You're a good mom. Off.
Let's talk about exploitation, because I'm being accused of exploiting my children.
Okay, and so I always ask for influencers to give me a reason why it's cool to do this, right? And some of them have attempted, and now she's going to attempt now to show me why it's okay to exploit children. You ready? Get ready. Gird your loins. Let's mow some popcorn.
Which is ridiculous. So there is a fine line between accounts and moms and people that exploit their kids for content and influencers who choose to share photos or videos of their children.
No, there's not. It's not a fine line. There's no fine line. It's black and white. Okay? If your kids are a big part of your channel, which they are, Amy Jo Jackson, because literally there's parasocial relationships developed with them with predators. Okay, so they're a lot on your channel. They are. Okay, and then I guess the line would be then if your kid is just, it's not about your kid, you don't know a lot about their kids, you know, they're in passing, they run through a video, you're here, it's Christmas, let's open some presents at a soccer game, cool, no problem. Okay, I guess the fine line is, how much do we know about your kids, Amy Jo? How many times have we seen them in bathing suits? What do we know about them? Do we know where you live? Do you know what school they go to? Do we know their favorite toys? Have you tried to shill their favorite toys? Have they been in advertisements? So you don't get to be like, set the determination for what is exploitation. That's what she's trying to do to set her argument. It's not going to fly here.
In their content, there is a line. Mm-hmm. If you take away the children, is there still content to be viewed, or are the children the content?
No. Why did you say are the children content? If you take the children away, will you lose views? And you will. Yes.
If the children are the content and you take the kids away and now you have nothing to watch, those are accounts that are exploiting their children.
That argument was stupid, by the way. All you had to say was, if you take your kids out, will I still be an influencer making lots of money? Possibly, but how did you get there? Huh? Were the kids the ones that helped you get? Interesting.
If you still have content and things to post without the children, then in my opinion, you are not exploiting your children.
Well, your opinion is discarded, asshole. Because, yes, you are. You don't get to be like, well, my opinion, if I can do my content without kids, then it's not exploitation. Are you f***ing kidding me? That's your argument? So because I can do my content without my children, it's not exploitation. Why don't you then just do your f***ing content without your children then? What kind of argument is this? What? Dumbass.
He
What?
just made a video about me. I don't care about him, and I don't care what
Yeah, you don't care enough to make a TikTok.
he thinks about me, because anybody
Yes, you do. You care. Because then you made another reel about me making fun of your halitosis.
that would make a video and in your first point talk about how ugly somebody is and how they look like
That wasn't my first point. It was like my third point.
smells, you've lost all credibility with me. It's obvious.
So then what if I lost all credibility and I'm nothing to you? Why are you making an entire video about it? Come on. Stop.
that you're just trying to use me
What does that tattoo say?
to get views for yourself, because you can't get them on your end. But that's
Yes. I definitely brought you onto my channel for all the views that I got from what you bring to me. Please stop wearing clothes like this.
fine, and that's a different story for another day.
Is that? Well, let's get the other day going.
Of influencers that choose to share their families. Paris Hilton shares her beautiful children. Trisha Paytas shares her
Her vocal fry is fucking no. It's a no-go for me. It's a no-go.
beautiful children. I share my beautiful children. The kids
Are you comparing yourself to Trisha Paytas as one of the most disgusting creators on the platform? Probably should show someone else. Trisha Paytas, who named her kid Aquaman? Are you serious right now? Trisha Paytas shares her kids. Okay, she's also a shit ass. What?
not every single form of my content. I just choose to share pictures and videos that I think.
Well,
are
but
cute
you don't
every
need to. You don't need to do it.
now and then.
Every now and then, I'll show. Again, I don't know how much she's deleted since we talked, but every now and then is a bullshit lie.
Future, I don't know. Things change all the time, and I've been wanting to take them out of my content more because
Oh, why though? Oh, she's gonna tell us.
they are getting older.
Oh, yeah. So why wouldn't you take them out though? It's not bad though. Like you just told me it's not bad, but now you want to take them out? Oh, interesting. That yeah.
But it's hard because they love filming with mom. They hear me recording, and here they come.
No, they don't.
They love to do
What is matching zits on the top and bottom? Maybe there's piercings there or something?
anything that has to do with me and my filming. And it's hard because they are up my butt 24/7. But I am very aware of the dangers of social media.
Have you ever thought about washing your hair? Just asking for a friend.
And I am trying to be careful and cautious. That's why if I post pictures and their shorts are too short, I put an emoji over it. Like, I am very...
She doesn't get the irony. It's so funny because she's so close, but she doesn't get the irony. If I'm posting a photo of my child that's too revealing, so as soon as you say that, the answer is not to post it. But she's like, I put an emoji over. Super mom, da da da, super mom. Off.
careful and mindful about what I post, but there are sick people out there.
You are not careful and mindful about what you have to post. If you have to post an emoji over a skimpy bathing suit of your children, you're not being mindful of what you're posting. You absolute donut.
Going to take any regular, normal, innocent photo and do who knows what with it.
Exactly. Which is why we err on the side of caution and we don't post pics of our kids. You admit it, and you have been presented with evidence of it. And here you are arguing for it still. That's what we're upset about, Amy Jackson. You f***ing dumbass.
I'm mindful of it, and I am going to be taking some second looks at how I do things, what I do post, if I post at all with them.
Good. Take them off the internet completely. And I will remove my videos about you 100%. If you remove all the pictures and all the videos of your kids off the internet, boom, I will too.
I don't know. So, just know that
at least I made her think. She stopped to pause and think. And that's what we're doing here. We are petty with a purpose, and that's the purpose right there. For her to say that, and I know she's just like, she wanted to make sure that everybody knew that she's not wrong at all, but all of a sudden, like, but you know what? Now I'm gonna take them off. But why? You just said you were right. You know what? Again, I don't care how it gets there, and if they have to hate me to get there, cool. Okay? If I'm hated, but they make the choice, good. That is a win in my book.
Today, this is my life, my family, my children. If I choose to share them, that is because me and my husband have decided that it's okay, not because...
Well, it's not okay. Don't care if you've decided it's okay. It's not. If a husband and his wife decide it's okay to beat their children or, keep them locked in an attic somewhere, and feed them nothing but bread and water for 2 years, is that okay? Is that it? It's a decision that they made. right? If a decision you made to hurt your children and abuse them and, you know, do other crazy things, it's a decision you made. Listen to your logic. You suck at this shit, man.
We want to exploit them and use them for money because at the end of the day, they're not our content. Our content is usually product reviews, this, that, and the other. So
I would not buy anything this woman product reviewed. And there's a good screenshot, Tyson. Who is buying product reviews from this person? No thanks. Hope it's not product review for shampoo.
At the end of the day, I decide what is best for me, my family, and what I will post.
But you're thinking about taking them off. So, like, she does. Again, she's the type of person that doesn't want to be told what to do, but she understands that she's wrong here. She can't admit that she's wrong, but she's like, you know, if we do it, it's not because of what that bald asshole said, that potato asshole looking guy. It's not because anything he said. Okay. You know what? I don't even care. I don't want the credit. I just want you to take your f***ing kids off the internet.
Going forward, I will be more mindful about things and try to not post them as much.
Why though? Why would you choose that after this whole conversation about you being right about it? Why? That's interesting that you said that.
Well, because they are getting older and they don't need to have as much, if any.
Too late, lady. It is too late for you, okay? Because look at her thing on. This is Amy Jackson on Facebook. Here, kid. Kids in bathing suits, probably kid. These are just thumbnails. I'm only going by thumbnails, everybody. Every 2 videos, kids. This whole line is kids right here. Amy, you suck at this. Sorry. I'm glad you're taking a second look, but stop lying. You're lying. I will never believe anything bad about you on the internet. You're one of my favorite creators. I hope you believe if she does something bad. Say it again for the ones in the back. I get this told constantly, and I rarely even share my kids, but every single time I do, it's what I'm told. I mean, are you making money off your kids? Because this woman puts her kids in advertisements. I had to block this lady. She did an ad for a game where she's like asking her man for a piece. For SEX, by the way. And it was just so odd and gross. I blocked her. This is way worse. And I'm glad I blocked her because I was blissfully unaware. Imagine what Abby Fickley gets if this lady's getting messages like this. Yeah, exactly. She played Kimberly in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. What? Is that true? Well, Josh must have gotten enough attention about her because her whole page changed. Thankfully, especially the dildo video. It's like, what? Oh, I lied. The one video and all her photo and videos of her kids are gone from Insta, but FB and TikTok are all the same. Well, apparently a lot of people have been blocking her, which is great. It's awesome. But Amy Jo, I've shown this video on here before, but this is one of the most powerful videos when it comes to artificial intelligence and children on the internet, okay? Watch this, Amy Jo, because apparently you need to be force-fed, and I know you're watching this.
Hey Mom, hey Dad. It's me, Ella. Well, a digital version of me. Just a bit older. Amazing what technology can do these days, isn't it? All you need are a couple of pictures, like the ones you share on social media, where they can be taken and used by everybody. I know for you these pictures are just memories, but for others, they are data. And for me, maybe the beginning of a horrible future. A future where my identity can be stolen, just like that. Where I can go to prison for things that I would never do. Imagine my credit score being destroyed, Dad. Or my voice copied to scam you, Mom.
Mom, I'm in trouble. I need you to send me money, please.
I don't want to become a meme, humiliated by everyone at school.
Yourself, you f***ing loser.
And I certainly don't
Get
want...
shivers? This. Sexy girl on beach.jpg.
What you share online is like a digital footprint that will follow me around for the rest of my life. I'm telling you this because I know you love me and would never do anything to harm me. So please, Mom, please, Dad, protect my virtual privacy.
One of the most powerful videos I've ever seen about the privacy of children online. And that's on my K&T Exposed page. You should head over there. We have 1.4 thousand members now. K&T Exposed. Please head over to Reddit and join that page. And Amy Jo, and I know you're watching this, that's why we're out here talking about this. And you're the one who made the video, by the way, about that, about a predator literally reaching out to you. Now you have hard evidence that it's happening to you. And your answer was to just blow it off and make more content like that with your children. That is what we called you out for. Okay? You hit my radar because of that. I never knew who you were before that, never have ever had an inkling of who you were until you said, you know what? This predator reached out to me and my answer is to make more content for that predator. That's, you call yourself a good mom? You need to reconsider that because you're not. So thanks for joining me today about all the beef that people have with me on the internet. Take a deep breath, shall we? It's nice to be noticed, you know? I feel like Cinderella at the ball sometimes. I dropped my shoe, but it's more like a shirt that says Anti-Family Vlogger Club, which you can buy at thedadchallengepodcast.com. Go get your sweater today. Fall is coming, folks. You're gonna need your hoodie. And yes, I'm making The World's Okay as Mom shirt. I don't know why that's not my default, but I'm making that. And we're doing, what was the other one? Someone had it, was a snark. There's another one out there. Someone had commented it was gonna be the best shirt ever, and I already forgot what it was. Dang it! Anyway, you're amazing. I have the worst memory on earth. I'm glad you guys have a better memory, because remember this. You're awesome, amazing, incredible, and valuable. And someone has a huge crush on you. We need some thunderstorms to happen around here, okay? We need some rain. I'll see you guys when I see you.